Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of central Finland in, no surprise here, Finland. You can see part of the name of the country there, Finland. There's something on my book. I caught Russell chewing on the map. Goodness, this corner over here. Anyway, it's all chewed up. Central Finland is, of course, located in central Finland, in Finland's lake area, the Lakeland, which is pretty much this whole chunk of Finland here. And they're not kidding when they call it the Lakeland. As you can see here, this area is absolutely dotted with all kinds of lakes. Really big and beautiful. The biggest being Lake Päijänne, I think it's called. It stretches up through here. It is the second largest lake in Finland. There's many, many more. Lovely national parks and things throughout. The capital and largest town is Yvascula. Yvascula, right there on the shore of the lake. And that's about it for geography, to be honest. It's all lakes. It's all beautiful green, and there's lots of farmland and lakes. Pretty much it, but it's very beautiful. And there are 2 UNESCO sites in this region of Finland. Let me grab my tablet. The first one is, let's go this way, the Petävesi Old Church. It says Petävesi Old Church in central Finland was built of logs between 1763 and 1765. This Lutheran country church. This Lutheran country church is a typical example of an architectural tradition that is unique to Eastern Scandinavia. It combines the Renaissance conception of a centrally planned church with older forms deriving from Gothic groin vaults. Yeah, pretty interesting. All of the churches throughout, like Norway and Sweden and Finland and such, are so distinctly quaint, all wooden and very charming. But there's some really neat, like, look at this roof. Isn't that incredible? Amazing. There's some interesting little angels in this church. I think there's some pictures in here. Nope, they must be on UNESCO. Like, look at this. It's like Lincoln logs stacked perfectly together, so you don't need hammers and nails. You can see some over here, but it must be Google Earth that has the best pictures of them, so we will look at those after we talk about history. The other UNESCO site is the Geodetic Arc. I think it's pronounced Struve Geodetic Arc. I'll tell you about it. I'll read to you about it. The Struve Arc is a chain of survey triangulations stretching from Hammerfest in Norway to the Black Sea, through 10 countries and over 2,820 kilometers. These are points of a survey carried out between 1816 and 1855 by the astronomer Friedrich Georg Wilhelm Struve, which represented the first accurate measuring of a long segment of a meridian. This helped to establish the exact size and shape of the planet and marked an important step in the development of earth sciences and topographic mapping. It is an extraordinary example of scientific collaboration among scientists from different countries, and of collaboration between monarchs for a scientific cause. The original arc consisted of 258 main triangles with 265 main station points. Sure you can still see. The listed site includes 34 of the original station points with different markings, i.e. a drilled hole in rock, iron cross, cairns, or built obelisks. Now there's only one picture, and it's not of the site that we're going to look at. But in Finland, as we'll see in this site, they built a big observation tower at that point. Now I'm pretty sure I had other places with that monument site in it that I skipped over. because I figured it's located in so many areas. It's like the beach forests of Europe. Like, I don't want to keep reading that over and over and over again. But I figured, you know what? I actually found this spot on Google Earth. It actually has something there to look at. I may as well talk about it now. So it spans like through this part of Europe down into Central Europe. And there's lots and lots and lots of different sites. So we finally talked about it. Let's talk about Central Finland, though. There's not a ton of history that happened here in this specific part of Finland, which is very unfortunate because it would be really fun to talk about some Finnish history, but from what I can tell, all of the important beats of Finnish history did not occur here. So what did occur here? This area was once upon a time known as, I think it's Hama or Tavastia was the name of this central Finnish area here, and it kept that name until 1809 when this area was taken over by Russia, and they changed all the names and lines throughout this area. But not long after that, in 1837, Yvascula was founded. And it soon gained a reputation as an education city. The first 3 Finnish-speaking schools were built in Yvascula, the first being a university, the second being a high school, and the third being an all-girls school, and that taught in Finnish. Very, very first ones in the whole world, isn't it? And pretty much that's all I got for you. That's pretty much it, unfortunately. It is quaint little towns with quaint little quiet lives. I think there was some battles fought here during the Continuation War, I believe, but I didn't really find much about that. Surely there was turmoil during that time with Finland's many wars against Russia in the 20th century, but nothing that I could be like, this battle occurred here. I didn't find anything in this area, unfortunately. I have not much else to tell you. But the good news is that there are many, many pictures on Google Earth that we can look at in this area. It being Finland, everywhere here is tagged with a picture, and it's wonderful. So why don't we just hop on over to the tablet and we'll explore Central Finland on Google Earth. Let's go. Here we are in Central Finland. But let's start by zooming out so you can see exactly where we are in the world. Here's Finland up here in Northern Europe, bordering Russia and Sweden and Norway up here in Lapland. But no Lapland today. We're down here in the lake area, the Lakeland, which you can see here is absolutely filled with big old lakes. Now this landscape, you can really tell the glaciation that occurred here so long ago as the Ice Age ended and glaciers and ice caps receded across the land, just carving into it, creating this pockmarked landscape of lakes and just flat, marshy green land. It's very evident. It's all like smeared, you know. Do you see what I mean? From glaciers receding across the land. It's very beautiful. But where shall we start? Let's start down here. Here's something interesting. This is the big lake, right? I was zooming in and trying to look for things around the lake to show you guys. And I kept forgetting that this was a lake. I kept thinking it was a coastline because, like, it looks like an ocean shore. These look like little islands in the sea. This lake is absolutely massive, and many of the lakes here are just so big. Really amazing, isn't it? There's Yvascula. So let's start there. Let me see. I'm waiting. I wonder if that thing happened again. It sure did. There we go. My goodness. All right. So, let me just get my bearings here. Yeah. Now, this is Yvascula. That's what I thought. I wonder what's up with that. This is Yvascula. This makes more sense. All right. So, going hand in hand with Yvascula history is the architect Alvar Aalto. He designed buildings and furniture and is really known for these chairs with these like curvy arms and legs coming together like that. See there? He designed many of the buildings here in Yvascula and did all of these neat designs. He even designed this building, and you can see some of his other ones there. There's a museum next door that we'll look at. Those are really pretty, aren't they? Pretty lights. Yeah. Very distinct style there, isn't it? Very wavy arms and legs in the chairs. Look how pretty that is. And next door to this is the museum for, oh no, that's the other Aalto museum. There we go. Nope, there we go. Central Finland Museum. She designed this building as well. And this has, look, a little school area. The little school child right there. Lots of neat art from like all different genres by the looks of it. Old furniture. Old clothes as well. How neat is that? Looks like some religious robes there, and then some regular clothes as well. Big sled. Very neat. Little cradle. Old-timey kitchen. Old-timey, like 1920s, 30s maybe kitchen. And so much older tools as well. Some swords and awls, axes. And going way, way back, because people have lived here pretty much since the glaciers receded. Very, very long time. We can see all of the university buildings around. But I was reading about this park, this beautiful forest, and look, sometimes Google Earth glitches. Oh, it did it for you guys. And this is a hill here, but sometimes Google Earth just vanishes it, and this museum is just floating. Look, that's very funny. There's the hill. All right. There's a natural history museum up here in this lovely park on this hill. If it'll let me, I'll show you the stairway leading up to the park. Once the there, stop it, bring it back, bring it back. I'm ready for it. Give me the slideshow. I want to show them the park. This is the best one. There's like a couple of slideshows in here. This is the best one. Come on now. There. Okay. Sometimes you gotta be stern. But we can see... Oh wait, this might not even have been it. After all that, I have to show it to you. There's the stairs leading into the park. This lovely wooded area where people can go picnic and walking and have a nice green area next to the city. Okay, maybe it was this slideshow. Was the best one. No, that wasn't it either. Oh well. But yeah, big stairs leading up there as well. And on a snowy day, on a not so snowy day, so on and so forth. It's a lovely little park there in the city. Alright, nearby we can see the UNESCO site. It's on one of these islands. What's that? That's a cave. Oh my gosh, let's look at this cave. Ooh, is that it? Ooh, that's creepy. Look at that mushroom growing on that tree. This is a very eerie cave. I would not go in there. I mean, there's many caves. Oh, ooh, no, thank you. There's many caves I wouldn't go in, but ones that look precarious from the outside. No, thank you. No, thank you. Let's see if I can just find it. Let's wander around these islands. I know it's somewhere down here. Oh, I also have to show you guys one of the world's smallest rivers is in this part of Finland. I'm not going to find it. I have it saved in here somewhere. There might be some spoilers in there of where we're going next. Oh, it was way down there. That would have taken me a minute to find. But yeah, this was one of the areas. Oh, look how beautiful. Where they measured the size and shape of the planet. Very cool. I don't know. Before we go look at the other UNESCO site, let me just say a little thing between you and me watching this, okay? There are way too many UNESCO sites in Europe. Like, way too many. For things that sure are neat, but I feel like there's so many other places around the world that deserve that are just as neat, if not more so. There are far too many, and it's always like this little church. Not that this little church over here is not important. I'm turned around. It's over here. It's over. Wait, how turned around am I? There we go. There it is. Not that this little church isn't important, but I don't know. I feel like there's so many other like mosques and temples and such that deserve special treatment as well. Look at this beautiful photo here in the mist. All right, but I do have to show you these angels. But yeah, there's way too many sites in Europe. They need to tone down the number of sites they add to Europe. So pretty. Okay, there's all the little angels. Let's see their little faces. There we go. Look at this. I think this one was supposed to be Jesus. And the video on UNESCO was like their serene faces. And I'm like, serene faces? They all look traumatized. They're all staring googly-eyed. Look at these. Look at these angels here. It's kind of spooky. Like, where's the one picture of the altar? Oh, I can't zoom in. That's right. They can see them all there. I don't know. They're kind of creepy to me. Look, there's Martin Luther. I think so, at least. But yeah. Very interesting, I think. Now, everything else, I just kind of poked around and wandered around and found nice little pictures, but nothing like, oh my gosh, I have to show them. I have to show them. So I thought, you know what, let's just wander. Let's just look around and see what we find. Let's see if anything else pops up in this land here. There's Petävesi. And I hope I'm getting all the pronunciation right. If not, then Veer will comment down below how to correctly pronounce everything. I'm sure they will definitely watch this. Let's look at this town. Multia. Eagle Town. Look how pretty in the snow. Isn't that gorgeous? How beautiful. You know who I just found on YouTube? What is that? The Multia Spring. I found this ASMR channel called Tiinan ASMR, and she's in Finland. I'll link her down below. At least the video that I found of hers that I really, really enjoyed. Look at that vivid rainbow. But her channel's great. I watched like a ton of her videos. I just marathoned a bunch of them. And check out some Finnish ASMR. What's this? Hopefully we're still in central Finland. Petävesi National Park. It is in central Finland. Established in 1956. Its foundation was planned in the 1930s, but then World War II happened. Let's see what's in this park. Well, they built one of those walkways so that you can explore without disturbing the landscape. Big, beautiful trees in this forest. Looks like some little facts there, but they're all in Finnish. A beautiful lake, of course. They built some stairs there so you can easily climb the hill. Look at the little bench they built around this tree so you can relax and enjoy everything, even this little area here. Maybe this is a little campsite or something. That's pretty cool. All mossy, isn't that beautiful? Old rotting tree trunk, an old twisty witch tree there as well. That's really neat. It's like some kind of Pan's Labyrinth creature. Or the Pan's Labyrinth tree, I should say. Alright, let me put the borders back up. Let's go find one more neat slideshow to look at. Central Finland. Where shall we look? Let's look up here. What can we find up here? What's that? Another national park, the Salamajärvi National Park. It's also in central Ostrobothnia, which we'll be going to in a few weeks. Let's see what's here. They got a reindeer on their sign there. Another lovely walkway through these little baby trees, it looks like. Along the lake, by these cool rocks. Another little camping hut here. Look how neat that roof is. That is so cool. Very lovely. There's the big reindeer. Or maybe an elk. It's very big. This is so quaint. I went into the snow as well. So pretty. Little fire built there in this little camping hut. What has happened here? Some kind of growth? Maybe old beehive? I'm not sure. Another tree that has long fallen, but new life has grown where it once did. Alright, now let's find one more. Let's pick a random town. Let's put the borders back up one more time. And let's look at Tikkakoski. It sounds fun. You don't have that many pictures, but my goodness, they're beautiful. How about Yamsa, I believe? There we go. Let's look at Yamsa. How pretty. Look how reflective that water is. But thank you so much for watching. What was that? Oh, they're just trees. I thought these were creatures down here. But they're beautiful trees. If you enjoyed this style of content, please consider subscribing. And you're going to want to, because next we're going to central Greece, which is a big part of Greece and includes some really, really neat places, including the Oracle of Delphi. So you're not going to want to miss that. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'm trying to find a brighter picture. Thumbs up. And let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational, and I hope that you have a good